What is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the show. This is DMG Live, the Admod Gaming Live, and I'm COLUMBANGO. And tonight, wow, I don't know if any of you saw The Last of Us on HBO last night. I was taken aback by the show. I played The Last of Us twice. The part one, I played it twice. I must have seen that opening scene at least 10 times. Okay, just rewatching that opening scene, and I was nervous for the show, nailing that. And you know what, they did, and it was fantastic. We're gonna get into that tonight. Other topics that I have on the agenda: some Avowed news, some Starfield news. We're going to talk about the PS5 recent update, and then we're going to talk about Assassin's Creed Mirage, kind of taking a step back to the roots of Assassin's Creed, which I was happy to hear about. And then finally, we're going to talk about the state of Ubisoft, all accompanied by Gears 5 multiplayer madness. Let's get into a couple of games of Gears, then we'll get into the news. Thanks for joining me tonight. I really hope you find the stream entertaining. Let's get started with Gears. All right. Jump into some multiplayer here. Boost on. Quick play. Elimination. Yeah, the dad game was long today, my friends. We leave our Christmas stuff up for a long time. We set up right at Thanksgiving. And then we usually break down right about now, right at Martin Luther King weekend here. And my house, man, we have 3 Christmas trees. We have one in the basement, one on our main level, and one upstairs. That accompanied with all the goodies of Christmas, you know, little knickknacks, what have you, all around the house. It's helping to break it down. But I got the main down today, so let's get into this game here. I don't even know what I'm playing yet. Alright, here we go. Looks like straight up deathmatch over here.
Locked, loaded, and locked again!
Whoop.
Enemy there!
Alright, going on this way. I think I will. Hopefully not around the corner here.
Suck it, asshole! That's 4!
Go Lizzie.
These guys are faster than me.
Stocking up. No problem.
Now I'm cooking with gas! Watch out!
Flash him. Got him.
Suck it, asshole! Nice! Enemy spot!
Oh, yeah.
Putrid weakness! Enemy! Inferior!
Let's get what we got here. Oh, what's this? Hammer burst. Terrible gun.
To think we've come. Chuck him out.
Key to this game It's definitely something far. Without a doubt. Oops. That guy
Oh,
stinks.
great. Just great. Too tough with you. Smoke out.
That was a good move.
Too tough with you.
Good with the shotty, though, I'll tell you that. God, I'm waiting here. Yeah, no, today I took down my Christmas tree. It took me a couple of hours to take that thing down. It's like a 10-foot tree or something like that. I had my 3-year-old help me, which was a lot of fun. He was into it. It's great when they're little and they're super into doing chores, and then they become teenagers, and then they, not so much anymore.
Flame stain.
Oh, 1v1. Let's do this. This guy's flying here. Ah, bro, 30 seconds. Get him, son. Dude, don't end this in a draw. I'd rather take a loss than a draw. Oh, come on, dude.
If your goal was mediocrity, mission accomplished.
I had the best lines of this. All right.
Boo.
Go, go, go!
How do I deal with it? Good question. Incoming smoke!
Dude.
I have need of this.
Hostile forces! Incoming frag!
What a toss. What a toss that was.
Who's there?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Useless creatures!
Yikes.
Incoming frag!
I didn't see him. He's back in. Big kitten. Look out for him. Oh, okay.
Incoming smoke!
Nice. Oh, damn.
Beat it! That's ticket time!
Here we go.
Cease this nonsense!
Oop.
Throwing flash! Throwing smoke!
Let's go around this way over here. Yeah. Know where I am.
I'll just help myself.
Oh,
Ready or not?
grenade messed me up. Oh no. Ow. Oh no, not. Here we go. Last life here.
I have need.
Throwing flash grenade. Enemy. Want a tango?
Got him. Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Right there. Oh, got behind him. Oh, here we go with the punches. Oh, they're kicking him. Poor guy. Well, that was it.
You gave your all. It was not enough. And now our doom draws near.
Big kitten doing work. All right. Let's get into not that one. All right. First bit of news I want to talk about. Article from IGN. All right, this article is How The Last of Us TV series makes its opening even more heartbreaking. And it sure was if you watched it last night. I mean, we'll get into it in a second. In 2013, writer Neil Druckmann and developer Naughty Dog traumatized a generation of gamers with what could very well be the most devastating opening in video game history. The Last of Us infamously, opens with a gut punch, having the player watch as a devastated Joel holds his dying daughter in his arms. Okay. What else did they say here? Yeah, they just nailed it. What changed? What they say? The TV series doesn't change the opening as much as it adds to it. In fact, it quite literally doubles the runtime in the intro. It takes about 15 minutes to get from pressing play to watching the opening title card, whereas the series lingers further, spending 34 minutes setting the environment before jumping forward 20 years. Okay, really interesting. I'll let you guys finish off the article, but I have a lot to say about this. Okay, the opening to The Last of Us. If you've played The Last of Us, you know what I'm talking about, all right? The opening is iconic. It's something that you don't see coming, okay? And the level of emotion that's captured during that scene, it sets the stage for the whole game, and it does it beautifully. In the show, and, you know, spoiler alert right now, just if you haven't seen it and you're going to see it, you know, you might want to skip this part of the stream. But they extend the opening. They show Sarah at school. They show Sarah having a relationship with the neighbors. They show Sarah having a deeper connection with her father. And you know what? They make you fall in love with Sarah in the first 30 minutes of the show. She appears to be the protagonist of the show in the first 34 minutes. So if you've never seen The Last of Us, you're thinking she's the main character and her father is a supporting character right off the bat. So if you know nothing about The Last of Us, you think the show is focused around her, and you love her in the beginning of the show. She's a great character. She's just the actress who portrays Sarah. She does a phenomenal job. She does a great job of convincing the audience that you just love this girl right off the bat. And then, you know, the events unfold. We see a scene with the neighbor turning, you know, into one of the zombies. Okay. Eventually becoming one of the clickers. All right. We see the neighbor turn, this old woman, This old woman comes after Sarah. You know, Joel saves the day, but that's an addition to the game. The whole scene, too, where they're getting into the car and they're driving and they pass the neighbor's farm and what have you, that is play-by-play of the game. And as someone who loves the game, I really appreciate that. So they're holding true to the amount of sentimentality or emotional development of the game in the beginning of the game, that opening scene, okay? They're holding true to that by literally showing the viewer, it looks like scenes from the game. And then they're adding in these little nuances that give those scenes that are already from the game, just, it makes those scenes even more profound because we get more character development. Now, keep in mind, when you're playing a game, you're playing an experience, okay? A lot of the time, a game wants you to go and look for things. The game wants you to explore the map, so to speak. It's very different when you're doing a TV show. A TV show is meant to deliver information, okay? And games that Naughty Dog produces they do a great job of both delivering information and allowing you that exploration in a video game. In this TV series, they have to give you as much information as possible because that is what the viewer needs to understand the show. So you see Sarah at school, you see Sarah with the neighbor, you see Sarah having a deeper relationship with her father, but you get that iconic scene of her giving her dad the watch. Sarah, Tommy, and Joel driving in the car. Okay, it's play by play from the game, and then they throw these little details in. I gotta say, when I came up to that part, okay, I gotta admit, just like the first time I played The Last of Us, I got a little emotional during that part. You can't help but get emotional during that part, during that scene. And I felt those emotions come back like a brand new experience. And what I can get so far from this show, it's like, you know, I know what happens. I know they're going to hold true to the game. From what I heard, the whole first season is going to be, it's going to be, you know, the part one, the whole first game, okay, as far as I know. But they're holding true to that, and they're adding in these little details that really fit into the narrative beautifully. You know, you hear about video game adaptations or show adaptations of video games, and, you know, a lot of them don't do well, all right? I remember the latest Tomb Raider was terrible. I thought it was terrible, the latest Tomb Raider movie, okay? It was like a Tomb Raider movie based on the revamped Lara Croft of the you know, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, those games. And it just wasn't that good. It didn't do it for me, okay? I'm nervous about any kind of show. I mean, look at Halo, okay? Look at Halo. Halo, they said they're writing, and I didn't mind the Halo TV show. I didn't mind it at all. I did enjoy it. But they said right off the bat, it's a whole new take. It's a whole new take on the Halo series, okay? The original Halo story is good. Go with that. Make a show about that. And for The Last of Us, they're doing that. They're adding in those little details, and it's really, last night when I watched it, it was just a pleasure to watch. I got emotional during that scene with Joel and his daughter, and then the show just continues from there. 20 years later, you know, and we just get right into it. They're in the you know, the little compound that people are living in. Okay, it's really well done. It's scene for scene with the game, but these little details are thrown in. It's really building up the characters. Like, I know what's going to happen. Maybe it's even better for me because I know what's going to happen, you know. But for a new viewer, like for argument's sake, my brother, right? My brother doesn't, you know, he don't play video games. He doesn't have any interest in that stuff whatsoever, okay? I told him to watch The Last of Us. He texts me right after that scene, and he was blown away. He was like, oh my God, I can't believe what I just watched. And I said, dude, keep on watching. It gets better and better, okay? And I have a feeling this show is going to knock it right out of the park. Let me know in the chat what you think. Did you watch The Last of Us last night? Did you like it? Which version did you like better? Did you like the game's story, or did you like the show's story better, okay? what a phenomenal vision of this story. And this story, as far as I'm concerned, The Last of Us is one of the best stories I've ever played in a video game. It really is. The amount of emotion you feel for the characters as you progress through the game, there's nothing that really comes close to it. You feel a connection to the characters, okay? And I really think this show is going to knock it out of the park. If anything, if all the other episodes are like episode 1, you, me, everybody else, if you're a fan of the show, if you've never heard of The Last of Us and you're watching it for the first time, you're in for a treat. I think they're going to do a really fantastic job with it. I really, really enjoyed it. Let me know in the chat what you think. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to get into too many details about it if you haven't seen it, but I really suggest you watch it. It was a great time. All right. Let's get into another Game of Gears. We'll get into more news. There's another article I want to share on The Last of Us. I'll share that in a little bit. But for right now, let's jump into another Game of Gears, and then we'll hit up more news in a little bit. Versus Quick Play. All right, elimination. Let's get game number 2 in the books here. Oh boy. I don't know what he's saying. Hopefully he can play. Execution 2.0. How you doing? How you doing?
Your orders? Put them down. Execute.
Oh boy.
No retreat, no surrender, no defeat!
Gotta get muted, my friend. No comprende.
Take it! Good work.
Don't mind if I do.
Hell yes.
Boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
More ammo here.
Where are these guys coming from? Oh, no, there's no respawn. It's elimination. Okay. Just when I get the boom
Training will
shot.
take you so far, but the will to dominate assures victory.
All right, round 2.
Okay, people, let's move out. Oh, sweetness!
Got the best one-liners in this game.
Incoming! Lobotomized!
Bottomized. Did he take the sniper? He did. Good work, son.
I'm down! I'm bleeding out!
Next!
I got you, honey.
Target my mark! Target my mark!
Get the boom shot. Very lucky shot. Come on, dude. All right. 2 rounds.
Good. Please continue.
Got 1, 1, and 3. Alrighty, round 3. I think we're gonna go right for the boom shot here.
Time to get dirty. Oh yeah!
Sorry.
There you smoke. Go ahead, go in the smoke now.
Where you going?
This way. Oh, wait a minute. No, over here.
Ready or not? Bye-bye!
Oh, wow.
Throwing flash.
Throwing frag!
Oh. Didn't even see him.
Exceptional work, Gears. But there is much more to be done. Onward.
I gotta step up my game here. You just pooped your pants? Oh, man. Mr. Smithy, you watch The Last of Us last night, my friend?
Do this. Think.
If you did, let me know in the chat. I thought it was phenomenal.
Ready or not? Locked and loaded.
Took it? Oh, he took it. Faster than me, I guess.
What?
I didn't see it. Oh, there's one guy left already? Grenades. Oh, sneaky guy. Wow. What a sneak.
Victory for the cause, for your brothers and sisters,
What a
for
sneak.
humanity.
Oh boy. Middle fingers up. All right, let's do one more game before we get into some more news. The gaming news, which never stops, by the way. There's always stuff to talk about in the gaming news, in the gaming world. Anyways, which scene are you talking about? This is The Last of Us. What part was that, Smithy? You know what I thought was really unbelievable is when they had that scene with the doctors in the beginning, and the guy's talking about the infection and what have you, and you know, they're looking at him like he's crazy, and then the more they listen to him, the more like it's kind of sinking in, like, this fungus could be a problem. You know, I thought that whole scene was really, really well done. I think they did that for, you know, newcomers to, you know, what The Last of Us is, you know. But I thought I loved everything about that conversation that, you know, amongst the doctors and the host is sitting there. The host is like, oh, you know, pretty much like, what are you smoking? You know, what are you tripping on? You know what I mean? This guy, what's he talking about? But I'll tell you, that whole opening, that, you know, the first couple of minutes with the doctors, it was great. Really, really well done. I mean, the whole show was, I couldn't believe how good it was. Yeah, dude, show was great.
I want to
What
see
else did you like about the show?
executions out there, nothing less.
Have you played the game? Let me know if you played the game too. Because honestly, from playing the game, I appreciate the show that much more on how accurate the show was.
Got it.
Are we doing this again? Elimination again? All right. Get out of here.
Throwing smoke!
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I did that.
Ooh, you dead. I can't believe you died at.
You took a hard blow, but we are still in this fight. Destroy them.
Beat the game with your hands tied and blindfolded. Good for you, man. Would you play with your feet?
Reminds me of the good old bad days.
Yeah, nice.
All too easy? Yeah, the game's not that hard. Last of Us. What difficulty did you play on? Oh boy, you did.
Incoming smoke! Incoming smoke!
Oh boy. Good for you, man.
They took me out.
Can somebody please explain to me what just happened?
Legendary? Okay.
Reminds me of the good old bad days.
Flashbang out. Enemy attack. Oh, sweet. Why?
Come on, bro. What? Dang. This guy's not even playing over here. What was the bad ending? Very curious as to what the bad ending was.
Quite frankly, you should be embarrassed to wear that armor. All of you. Do better.
Oh man, please don't let me die again.
Guy Carmine dies all the time in the Gears game.
Oh, you see that?
Goddamn son of a bitch! Looks dead to me.
Joel becomes a brony. It's a horrible ending. That's it.
The time for reticence is over. Only crushing victory will suffice.
All right, we got ourselves a match now.
This fight's gonna get pretty hot, guys, but I'm ready. Flashbang out.
Oh yeah!
What?
can't go up here.
There you are.
Oh my god,
I
it's
got
ridiculous. Can't believe that actually hit me that hard.
Whoa! Did I do that?
You have shown these beasts what humanity is capable of. They will advance no further.
Oof. Dude, I am so rusty in this game. This is my second time playing it in like a year. I played it the other
We're
day.
gonna kick their ass!
And I got this, you know, when you feel like you really want to play a game. I don't know. I'm very rusty in this game. Oh my goodness. All right, come on, team. Where is he going? There you go. Watch, there you got another guy. Dude, I am rusty in this game, man. Oh, you got hit bad.
Hey, get back here!
Yeah, dude, this is the kind of game, Gears is the kind of game that if you don't play it a lot, you definitely get rusty. It's not like Call of Duty or Halo or any first-person shooter like that where, I don't know, for me anyway, I could take a break from it, pick up the controller, and I'm right back where I left off. But not this game. This game's a little bit different.
Die! 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 Hold your fire, man!
There you go. All right. Cog's
Gears
coming back,
smile
baby.
in the face of adversity. You persevere. You overcome.
Go get him! I'm right behind you!
I'll go with the guy. I'll go with these guys. These guys know what they're doing right now. There you go. Dude, I don't remember the gun jamming so easily. I feel like it jams all the time now.
Sweet!
Unbelievable. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. That was a pot too. Yikes.
Teamwork,
What achievement did I
unity.
get?
A real gear lives by these values, and you are real.
Yeah, see, there you go. I didn't even know this map. Yikes. Oh my god, pitiful. Don't even look. All right, let's get into my next news topic here. What else did I want to talk about? I got it right over here. Let's see. All right, so next piece of news. The Last of Us first reviews, the best video game adaptation ever made, critics say. Top-notch cast, sharp writing, and respect for the original subject matter, which is what I was saying before, make the HBO series the first must-watch show of 2023, without a doubt. The Last of Us is a much anticipated small-screen adaptation of the hugely successful survival horror video game, blah, blah, blah. Set in the year 2033. I don't think it's set in 2033. I think it's 2023. I'm not sure. I think it's this year. Okay, so I think this is wrong here, but whatever. 2 decades after a fungal virus transformed the global population into a raging monsters, the show follows survivor Joel, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what else I have to say. Creator and Naughty Dog co-president Neil Druckmann is thankfully heavily involved, and that's the key, folks. That's the key, that Druckmann is involved in this. Okay, that's probably why the show is as good as it is, okay? Together, the team has done an excellent job of sticking close to the source material while also breathing life into new characters along the way. The Last of Us simultaneously almost a verbatim adaptation of the game and a new story entirely. This is achieved not by changing anything, but by adding entire scenes and characters for which they simply would not have room for in the video game. Okay. All right, like I said earlier, okay, what makes this version great is that they're taking the original story and they're building upon that, all right, which is, it's really well done so far, okay? It's, it brings me back to Halo. It brings me back to Halo. If any of you watch, let me know in the chat if you've watched the Halo TV show on Paramount. The producers of that show flat out, they came out and they said, we're not even looking at any source material, which, when I heard that, my jaw dropped. How do you not look at source material for a show about a game like Halo? The story to Halo is great. Halo is the reason I bought an Xbox all those years ago. I was always PlayStation. And then, I played this game Halo and I'm like, oh my God, I got to get an Xbox. So when they did that, it kind of, they kind of worried me about the show. And I watched the whole Halo show. I didn't dislike it. I went in with an open mind, knowing that it was a new take on the original video game. The characters there, it's a whole new take on their story. I get it, but if you're gonna juxtapose and watch, mark my words here. If you let The Last of Us run out, okay, let the whole season play through, okay. Look at the ratings at the end of the season for The Last of Us compared to Halo, the TV show. I guarantee you, The Last of Us is going to blow the Halo show right out of the water, okay? Now, the Halo show, at the end of that, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but we get a taste of what Master Chief is as how we know him from the video game. We get a taste of that at the end of the show. Maybe they're building up to that type of character. Maybe. Which is what I'm hoping they do in Season 2, because Halo's been renewed for a second season. However, if you look at, I'm telling you right now, you look at the numbers at the end of The Last of Us and the numbers at the end of Halo, okay? I guarantee you, Last of Us is going to blow Halo out of the water just because they're sticking to the source material and adding to it. I can't say enough about the show. It was a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what's coming. I know what's coming, but I can't wait to see what they add to it. If you haven't watched it, check it out. Let me know in the chat what you think of the show last night. What you think of Last of Us. Let me know what you think of Halo. I liked the Halo show. I went in with an open mind. Would I have liked them to have used source material? I definitely would have. But, I'll take it for what it's worth. I still like seeing Master Chief on the TV, doing his thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There were a few great battles throughout that show. And from what I hear in Season 2, they have a bigger budget, so we're going to see more of that. All right? Well, let me know in the comments what you think about Last of Us. What do you think about Halo, since I started talking about that? And we'll move on from there. Let's get another game of Gears in, and then we'll move on with the news in a little bit. All right, versus Quick Play. Man, I don't know if I want to keep doing elimination. I keep getting that stupid game mode I don't like. I'll try one more time. Let's check on the kitties real quick. Dad game never ends, my friends. It never ends. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I am a father of 4 children. I have one on the way due in April. So, and this is going to be our last, but they are a lot of fun. But at the same time, they're a lot of work, but a good kind of work, so I can't really complain about that. Yeah, usually I stream Monday nights, Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. I was a little late tonight because the dad game kind of kept me busy until 8 o'clock. So I had to do what I had to do there, but here I am now with all of you. Yeah, drop a like, leave a comment if you're enjoying the stream tonight. Maybe I can shake the rust off of years over here. It's been a minute since I played this game. I played it the other day for the first time in about a year. So just kind of getting used to it again. Man, there was at one point in this game, before my streaming days, I was filthy in this game. Oh, I didn't think he was down. Oh, come on. This sneaky guy. So I get lucky with the Lancer. I mean, the Lancer. But then again, in that situation, by the time you change weapons, you're dead anyway. So, you might as well fire away. Oh. It's a great gun he's got. It's like the bolt lock or something like that. Do it again. Down him. Watch out. Guy coming up on you. Coming up on you. Coming up on you. Oh.
The future of our species is now in doubt.
We'll jump into it.
Hang your heads in shame.
Anyway, yeah, no, my kids were off today, obviously, for the holiday. And then, you know, last night, one of them gets sick, throwing up all night long, all 9 yards. Poor guy was sick today. And then my daughter got sick, too. So I was dealing with that all day. Man, I hate it when the kids are sick, man. That's the worst when they're sick. They don't know what's going on, you know. But luckily, you know, they're feeling better. You know, they're feeling better by the end of the day today. You know, my kids today, my older one had hockey practice, and then my one of my other kids had skating lessons. Yeah, we're big into hockey in my family. So, yeah, we had that today. And then my daughter, I didn't know she was sick at the time. She had a swim lesson this morning. I took her to. I run all over the place all day long, I'll tell you. Man, my kids are in so many activities. But, I mean, I really think activities is good for them. You know, they, you know, what are they going to do at home? You know what I'm saying? They're going to hang out with me all day? Might as well hang out with me and we go do sports. You know? All right, what do we got? Team deathmatch. Straight up deathmatch. Sweet.
Go, hunting packs, like the glorious wolves you are. Greetings. Greetings.
Finally a map I know. I know this map. Come down here. What? Unbelievable. How did he spin around that fast again? You gotta be kidding me. How do you do this? Let me see. Get him? I don't know if he got him. Yes, he did. Coming the other way. Nope.
Yeah, you ain't got no strength, baby!
Flashbang out! Oh, nice work.
honestly starting to piss me off now a little bit. I'm gonna bother with that.
And now, you're dead!
What? You got it. You have to switch the ball.
And now, you're dead!
Unbelievable. I feel like a lot of things have changed in like the mechanics of this game. Either that or I just stink at it. What can I say? We're gonna have to I left.
Nice one, baby!
This guy's done. There's no way he's gonna come back from this.
You have allowed them to walk over you. Your ancestors, your plans for domination.
Alright, let's see if I can find my groove here in this game.
Throwing flash!
Auto gap. 2-on-1 there. Double. Oh my god. Come on, man. What's the score? They only have 2 shared lives left. Definitely win this round. Was like, how did that guy die? just left the boom shot there. Ooh, got it. Gaia.
You have forsaken this world's future.
Yikes.
You have doomed us all.
All right, next thing I wanted to talk about. Let me just close this game quick. All right, it says here, Avowed is basically Xbox's Elden Ring. All right, I'll let you read the article yourself. The articles are linked in the description below, but that is a big thing to say, that Avowed is going to be Xbox's Elden Ring. Okay, now. All right, let me talk about Elden Ring for a minute, okay? I don't dislike Elden Ring, okay? But the game is not for everyone, okay? The Elden Ring is an acquired taste as far as I'm concerned. The game is hard, okay? And at this point in my life, I don't have time to sit and grind a game like Elden Ring. I just don't have the time to do it, okay? If I played a game, yeah, I want it to be challenging, sure, but I want to progress through the game. I want a decent challenge, but I want to get through the game, okay? Elden Ring. I mean, any of those From Software games. Those games are ridiculous, okay? Let me know in the chat if you play those games, those From Software games. Those games are hard. I mean, I just don't have time to do it. Now, I don't know if they're necessarily saying that it's going to play like Elden Ring, but what I get from the article is that it's going to be as big as Elden Ring, this game Avowed, okay? Now, that's a pretty big thing to say, because we haven't seen much of Avowed, okay? I think we saw a trailer, what, a year ago at this point? 2 years ago? I don't even remember what the trailer was, to be honest with you, for Avowed. And I've heard nothing about Avowed, coming out anytime soon, another trailer anytime soon. It's not going to be at the showcase at the end of the month. Okay, so for some article to say, Avowed is going to be Xbox's Elden Ring. I mean, let's hope so. I really hope it is, and I really hope the game is going to deliver. I mean, I still don't even really know what Avowed is. I could even put Hellblade in this category. I mean, I played the first Hellblade, all right? I actually played the first Hellblade on PlayStation. At the time when I bought it, it was only on PlayStation. So I bought it, and it was an amazing experience, Hellblade. If you haven't played Hellblade number 1, check it out. I mean, it's a trippy game, okay? It goes into, like, mental health and all that stuff. But you play that game with headphones on, forget about it. It's trippy, Hellblade. But I'll tell you, I haven't heard much from Hellblade either, okay? I don't know what Xbox is doing, but I know Hellblade's not going to be at this showcase. I know Avowed's not going to be at this showcase. And I remember Hellblade was announced with the announcement of the Series X and Series S. All right, these games, man, I've said this before in videos. I've said it on stream. If developers need time with these games, let them take that time, okay? I'm all about leaving the game, bake it in the oven, and when they release the product is the best it can be, okay? I don't like these half-ass games. I really don't, okay? Where they just get the game out to get the game out, okay? So if they need more time with Avowed, with Hellblade, by all means, but let the consumer, aka your player base, your players, know, like, hey, we're still working on things. That's all I need to know. Okay, then I'll wait. I'll gladly sit and wait for it at that point. But to be in the dark about games like this, you got Perfect Dark, you got Hellblade, you got Avowed, you got Fable, all these games that they talked about. Like, where are they? I really hope we get these answers at IGN this year. I really do. I really hope they have something to say about these games, especially games like Perfect Dark. I really liked Perfect Dark, the original, on the N64, and I like Perfect Dark Zero on 360. But for people to be saying that Avowed is going to be the Elden Ring for Xbox, I hope it is. But I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen any gameplay yet. Have you? I mean, I doubt you have. Okay. but you know that's big shoes to fill. I know Elden Ring was the game of the year. I personally don't think it should have gotten Game of the Year. I think God of War Ragnarok should have got Game of the Year at the Game Awards, but that's just me. All right. But that's big shoes to fill. All right. And these new IPs, we need to know when they're coming out. You know, the new Fable, new Hellblade. Okay. New Avowed. Come on. You know, I hope we get those answers at E3. And I really hope we get some solid gameplay at the showcase at the end of this month. All right. I've said this before and I'll say it again. This is the make or break year for Xbox. It really is. They don't deliver this year, they're in trouble. Because you know PlayStation is going to deliver. You got Spider-Man. You got Forspoken. Okay, look at Spider-Man alone. Spider-Man's huge. Everybody plays Spider-Man. It's a phenomenal game. The first one was great. Okay, it was great. Best Spider-Man ever made. You know, they got big games coming out. All right, so I mean, and Xbox really can't rely on this whole what is it? The Call of Duty deal, the Activision Blizzard deal. You know, that's still up in the air. That's not set in stone. You know, they can't have that as like an ace in the hole. We need these IPs released. Okay, let me. You know, speaking of which, I wasn't going to do this now, but I'm going to do it now. Okay. The Starfield news. All right, where is this? That was the next thing I was going to talk about anyway. Check this out. All right, check this out. Check this out. So, I didn't even know this website, but I just came across this. Starfield is possibly delayed out of the first half of 2023, but it's still targeting a summer release, it's claimed. Okay? The official release date for Bethesda's long-awaited RPG Starfield is currently the first half of 2023, but there's a chance that there's another small delay on the way. Oof, unbelievable. All right, Mr. Matty Plays at YouTube. Shout out to him. Starfield might not launch in the first half of 2023. Starfield is getting a possible bump out of the first half because it's currently undated. Okay, I mean, dude, yikes. You know, that's the other thing, too, that I'll say. I'll let you guys finish the article yourselves. Links are in the description below. That's the other thing, too, man. You tell me that this game is coming out the first half of the year, the first quarter of the year. You got to deliver on that, man. You got to, if you're Microsoft, you're Sony, whatever, you're telling me, the consumer, the player, that these games are coming out, you know, this month, this day, blah, blah, blah. You gotta hold true to your word. I mean, like I said, I'm all about leaving those games, leave them in the oven. Let the devs do their work. I want a high quality, finished product. But don't tell me the game's coming out the first half of the year and then, we're delaying it again after we delayed it once already. It's just bad business. All right? I mean, I don't need a degree in business to figure it out. You tell me one thing, and then you tell me another thing, and then you come back again, you tell me another thing again. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know? And then here's the real cherry on top, okay? Bethesda's known for their games being buggy. Games full of bugs, Bethesda games, okay? You can't have a game like Starfield come out and part of it be broken. Forget, that's even worse. That is worst case scenario. Say you delayed a game once, you delayed a game again, you delayed a game a third time. It's talking about, it might be delayed a third time. And then the game comes out and it's kind of broken, it kind of plays good. That would be terrible. Meanwhile, you look at Sony. I got God of War. I had no problems with God of War. Okay? I got Ratchet and Clank. No problems with Ratchet and Clank. I got Gran Turismo. I had no problems with Gran Turismo. This is a make or break year for Xbox, folks, and I love Xbox. I've said it in videos. I've said it on stream. Xbox is my primary gaming console. I'm playing on Xbox right now. Okay? But they got to have a winning year. They got to have a winning year. It's make or break this year. And I really, really hope they do. I mean, I love all these consoles. I love PlayStation. I love Nintendo. Okay? Nintendo's my number 3. PlayStation number 2. Xbox number 1. Okay? I need Xbox to do well, just because I love the games. I love it for my own. Gaming's my thing to do. It's what I do to relax, I want to have the best of every world, so I want them to do well. Okay, so like I said, make a break year for Xbox. If they got to delay Starfield again, I'll close this little news bit with this. If you got to delay Starfield again, give me a date, and when the game comes out, it's perfect. Or it's close to perfect as you can get. Nothing's really perfect, but you get what I mean. Give me a date, and the game runs beautifully. That's what we need. That's what we need. Hell, man. You know, the game better run beautifully when it comes out. Forget it. I'm getting a little worked up thinking about it. The game better run smooth. I mean, one thing I will say about Halo, the gameplay part of Halo runs great. Okay? Halo's watertight. Best Halo gameplay-wise ever made. Okay? And I played every Halo. I know Halo. If there's one game I know, it's that game. And the game plays great. It's just no content, you know. But when Starfield comes out, when Avowed comes out, Perfect Dark comes out, they gotta be bug-free and ready to go. All right? All right, let me just see quick how many more news articles I have. Yeah. All right, coming up, I'm going to talk about the PlayStation 5 update and talking about Assassin's Creed Mirage, going back to the roots of Assassin's Creed. We'll get into that in a little bit. We got a couple more games of Gears in, and then we're going to hit those topics and call it a night. All right, because I got to be the responsible father. All right, let's get back into Gears real quick. Let me see here. All right, multiplayer versus. We're going to go quick play elimination. All right, listen, hey, thanks for checking out the stream tonight. I really appreciate your time. I hope you find it informative. Hope you find it entertaining. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, leave a comment, talk to me. I love talking to people. Okay? Subscribe, ring that bell for Dad Mod Gaming. I got videos coming out every week. Thanks for checking out the stream. I really appreciate it. Okay? I appreciate your support. Hope you find it entertaining. What do we got? We got the team deathmatch on the All Fighters. Oh, I like
Be
this
aggressive,
map.
devious, and watch your back.
I know this map, you know. Half the maps I play now, I don't even know.
All right, Gears, let's roll out.
This game. Straight up deathmatch.
Let's do this.
These guys go.
I'm just leaving him around.
I don't know. Not going well tonight, folks. Left, 9 shared lives anyway. Ripped up on me. Oh, he hit me with a knife. Knifed me. That's one mechanic I don't use that much is the knife. I mean, it's a good mechanic. It's definitely a good addition to this game.
Hostile mark.
Hostile mark. Look at this guy. What a chooch. What a chooch. Hashtag chooch for that guy, man. Let me know in the chat if you know what a chooch is. That's a good New York term, a chooch. That guy right there is a chooch.
No face.
Incoming smoke.
Right, so it's one Joker right here. Hurt.
Like now.
Throwing smoke.
Oh, I tried to get out of there, son. I'm trying to close that smoke in the eye, so I'm coming. Are they gonna win? Holy
Watch it, flashbang.
right, bro. Yeah. Don't stay there, man.
Let's get tactical. Yeah, take a bite of that, dipshit.
That worked. Something new. I've never seen that. He literally hit his head off his body
Losses
and
beget
then hit
losses.
it like a baseball.
Now I beg you, fight harder, fight smarter.
Wow, man.
Reminds me of the good old bad days.
That's like playing over here.
I'll take that.
Work with that boom shot, son.
Mine now.
Yeah.
Locked and loaded.
There's a classic COLUMBANGO move right there.
Grenade planted.
It's coming back to me now. Friggin' hour and a half into this. Shot, man. Go ahead. Oh, you have it? What'd you do with it?
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Get out of my way, partner. Get out of here. Dude, help me up. Help me up. Help me up.
Nice.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Oh, man. My head was lined up with him.
Ready to rock.
You know what's a great game? Gears Tactics. If you guys play Gears Tactics, let me know in the chat. What a great game Tactics is. I mean, it's, you know, it's like Halo Wars and all that. But what a great game.
Bye-bye. Sit your ass down.
Oh, dang. See? Timing's all off in this game. Behind you, behind you. And I don't know, I think they changed up the reloads in this. Because I used to reload, like you know, get those active reloads, no problem. And now it's like... That killed me a bunch of times before. I think you have to like shoot your gun once or twice to get the active reload. You can't just do it, you know, yourself. Like you can't just do it without like shooting your weapon. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. What are we out of lives? Well, I'm the last. I was the last one. Okay. Come on, team. Let's finish this off. You have a gear tactics, so you haven't played that? Play that game. That game is fun, man. Maybe I'll stream that game one night. I'm like halfway through it. That's a very chill game to stream and talk about news and stuff like that. Let me know in the chat. Let me know if you would like that. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like a little gear tactics fun game. Finish him. Come on, dude. Oh, no, you got... Oh, what a shot. Good for you. Get out of there. Get cover. Hey, dude, pick him up. Pick him up. He's got up anyway. Dude, finish him. There you go. Oh, you had it. You had it. You had it. Get him. Get him. Oh, he's down. Just don't play games with him. Just...
Training will take you so far,
break round,
but
baby.
the will to dominate assures victory.
This is for every Carmine ever.
This is for every Carmine ever.
Incoming flashbang!
Enemy visual confirmed.
Next.
Whoop.
Throw it.
Thought that was with the grenade. Good for you. What? Did I get him? I did get him. Good, shut up. That was one of those. We got ourselves a match here. When in doubt, you run away.
Knock that shit off.
Grab that. I don't think I'm being chased by anybody.
Hostile mark.
Overshot him. All right, what we got here? All right, we're winning right now.
Good shit.
Oh no, not that way. Ooh, bad. It's gonna be very bad.
Incoming frag.
Incoming flash!
We haven't arrived, buddy. Oh, dude, you're in trouble, my friend.
Trap set.
I wouldn't hang out there. Yeah, there you go.
Got him.
There you go. into the next news that I want to talk about.
The future of our species is now in doubt. Hang
All right. Next bit of news I want to talk about is a PS5 update 6.5. Okay, link to this article is in the description. Okay, pretty much right here. The PS5 update 6.5 introduces the new product, which is the DualSense Edge controller. Okay, I am very excited about this controller. Let me just say that. All right, I'm gaming with it right now, the Elite Series 2 controller for the Xbox. I love this controller, okay? I'll tell you right now, with this controller, I don't use the paddles or anything like that, okay? I don't use the paddles. The only thing I changed up a little bit is the thumbsticks. This thumbstick is more rounded, okay? This one's a little more concave for a little better grip when you're aiming down sights and stuff like that. Like, I think that's more comfortable. But that's really it. What I like about this controller is I feel like it's built really well. Hang on a second, I'm actually in the middle of a game here. Let me just exit this here. I think this controller is built really well. It's hang on a second, quit. There we go. This controller is built really well. I like the weight of the controller. All right, and I like a heavy controller in my hands. That's my biggest problem with Nintendo. The controllers are so flimsy and they're so little. I'm like, I feel like I'm going to break it half the time. That's why, honestly, for the Nintendo Switch, I have the GameCube controller for the Switch. I think the GameCube controller is the best controller Nintendo's ever put out. I mean, let me know in the chat what you think about the GameCube controller. Okay, if you like that controller or not. And surprisingly, a lot of people look at me, they're kind of like, what are you talking about? I like the N64 controller. All right, for some reason, just the shape of it, it feels good to play. Okay. However, regardless, back to the PlayStation, the new DualSense Edge and the Elite Series 2. I like a nice heavy controller. I like the fact that there's grips all around this controller, and I have a feeling the new PlayStation controller is going to be very similar to the Xbox one. They got to compete. They're going to have very similar, the paddles in the back, all the bells and whistles in terms of, swapping out thumbsticks and what have you. I like the Elite controllers. I've never had a problem with them. I know plenty of people have. I know plenty of people have bought the Elite Series 1 and the Elite Series 2, and they've had a problem with the buttons and the grippy stuff coming off. I've never really experienced that. I mean, maybe I don't play enough for that to happen. But, I don't know. I play quite often, but I've never had a problem. I'm excited for this new controller. I think PlayStation needs it. I really think they need a upgrade to their controller. I mean, my controller of choice is the Xbox controller, without a doubt. The way it's laid out, the way it fits in my hand, it's the most comfortable controller, but without a doubt. Okay. But I don't mind the PlayStation controller. Okay. I know my cousin likes the thumbsticks right next to each other like a PlayStation. That's why he'll game on PlayStation a lot of the time. But I mean, the PlayStation controller, it doesn't really bother me, but I prefer the Xbox one. But I'm happy to see that the DualSense Edge is coming out. I'm sure it's going to be a nice heavy controller, which I like. And pretty much that new update for the PS5 is, the patch for the controller. It's the upgrade for the controller. So check out those specs. The link to the article is in the description, and get yourself a controller if you got the funds. I know I'll be getting one. Let's see. Let me jump into the last article right now, and then I'll play one more game of Gears and call it a night. But check this out here. And this one might go for a minute, but I think we need to talk about it. Assassin's Creed Mirage director says the game will return to series roots. Assassin's Creed Mirage's creative director, Stéphane Baudot, said the latest installment in the franchise will go back to older versions of the games regarding the substance. Fans can expect a story that fits more with the Altair al-Balahad in Assassin's Creed Mirage rather than Eivor. Okay. The last three entries in Assassin's Creed franchise, namely Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, followed an RPG-style gameplay and storytelling more than its predecessors. This time, development is led by Ubisoft Bordeaux and has collected various inputs, which it comes to creating the latest Assassin's Creed adventure. Okay, I'll let you read the article yourself. Link is in the description. I love the original Assassin's Creed. I mean, I got a story for you guys. Okay, so back in the day, was I married to my wife? I don't know. Maybe she was. No, yeah, we were married. So it had to be, I don't know, when the Xbox One first came out. And she told me, she said, look, you could either get the PS4 or the Xbox One. Okay? You pick. All right? So I said, if I had to pick one, I'd pick the Xbox. So some time goes by. And we get into this little, this little argument. She's like, you know what? You don't need any of these systems. Like, it's ridiculous. Video games are just ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's, whatever. You're ridiculous. I'm going to get it anyway. So the next day, this is still carrying over because she's giving me a lot of crap about wanting the Xbox now at this point. And so she has me go pick her up some McDonald's. I'm on my way home from work. I'm a school teacher at the time. She's like, can you get me McDonald's? I really want some McDonald's, okay? My wife, okay, she's fit as a fiddle, and she loves McDonald's. I don't know how she does it, but God bless her. But anyhow, I'm like, great, I got to go get this girl McDonald's. So I go get McDonald's. I come home. I give her McDonald's, right? And then she tells me, oh, can you go upstairs and get another roll of paper towel? We don't have any. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, I'm just a little errand boy. I go upstairs. I go to get the paper towels, and I see right there the Xbox One with the Kinect, because the Kinect was a jump-off back in the day with the voice controls. Come on, you remember the Kinect. Let's go. I see the Xbox there, sitting on the bed, ready to go, in the box, sitting right there for me with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, okay? My jaw dropped. My jaw hit the floor, okay? I couldn't believe she got it, okay? I was blown away. It was one of the best surprises I've ever had in my life, okay? We ate dinner. She helped me set it up, and I played Assassin's Creed. It hit 30 frames per second. Black Flag. Let me tell you something. Assassin's Creed Black Flag might be my favorite Assassin's Creed, okay? Black Flag is great. Do yourself a favor, play Black Flag, okay? I love pirates, anything pirates, okay? So it was right up my alley. But I loved the old school Assassin's Creeds, okay? You do your missions, you got a little dialogue, okay? The game was just the right length. Then comes Assassin's Creed Origins, and then, then Odyssey. And don't get me wrong, folks. I love Assassin's Creed Origins and Odysseys and Valhalla. I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan. But let me tell you. You ever play Assassin's Creed Odyssey? I still haven't finished it. Still haven't finished Odyssey. I think I'm about 75% done because I like to do all the side quests and stuff like that. The game goes on and on forever. It is the most bloated game I've ever played in my life. I'm like, who in their right mind has time for all this? I don't, Forget about what I said about, Elden Ring earlier in the stream being hard and just getting, it's just a hard game. Assassin's Creed's not hard. It just takes forever to finish. These new games, they're so bloated. The game goes on and on and on. I'm not saying it's not good. It's a good game, but there's just too much of it. I'm really happy that they're bringing it back in. Classic Assassin's Creed, maybe classic controls, focusing on assassinations, really. You got to sneak into a crowd. You got to blend into the crowd, go shank somebody, be on your way out. Or, you're tailing someone. You got to sit on the bench, put your hood up. You're on the bench. They can't see you. You get up. You follow the guy. You stab him. You walk away. And then if you get caught, you throw a little smoke bomb, make your way out, fight a couple of guys, and you're out of there. That's my favorite Assassin's Creed. It sounds like they're coming back to that. Okay? I'm really excited for Assassin's Creed Mirage for that aspect alone, that they're going to jump back to the roots of the game. And I don't know, I'll end this segment with this. If you played Assassin's Creed 1, there's a scene at the end of that game when Assassin's Creed 1 is, besides Black Flag, Assassin's Creed 1 is number 2, okay? My second favorite in the series. There is a scene where you're fighting literally 100 dudes, okay? And what I loved about Assassin's Creed is it was big with counterattacks. So if a guy's coming in with a sword and he's swinging at you, you press the X button or whatever button, whatever button it was back in the day, the A button, and you counter him and you kill him essentially. And you keep doing that. It's like a loop. Guys are coming in, you counter, hit him, he gets destroyed, you move to the next guy, and so on and so forth. Okay. I remember a scene in Assassin's Creed 1 where you're doing that literally, it felt like 10 minutes. Guys are just coming in at you. It's right at the end of the game, okay? And I remember playing that game, the original Assassin's Creed, with this scene happening, and I was like, this is the most amazing game I've ever played. I was blown away. Okay, by that scene, okay? I might even look it up and just put it on YouTube again, just so people see it. One of the best game experiences I've ever had, okay? I hope we go back to that game mechanic of the counter, of blocking, countering, parrying. I guess you would call it a parry in Assassin's Creed. You do a little, you attack right back, and then he, destroys that guy, and you move on to the next guy. What a great gameplay mechanic. I just love it. I mean, I don't dislike the new Assassin's Creed games. I think they're great. They're just very long. Okay, they're very long. I'll end the Assassin's Creed talk with this. Ubisoft better nail this Assassin's Creed game, because that studio's in trouble, okay? I don't have an article talking about Ubisoft right now, but that studio is in trouble. They canceled, I think it was, 4 unannounced IPs, and then they delayed Skull and Bones, the pirate IP that they were going to launch. I think they delayed it again, and now there's no date that they're going to release it. The game's been delayed like 7 times. That's not good. Okay? That is not good. All right? I've been waiting for Skull and Bones for a long time. I mean, on Xbox, you have Sea of Thieves. I'm not a Sea of Thieves guy, okay? It's a little cartoony. It's a little infantile to me. If I want a Pirates game, I want a gritty Pirates game. And the first trailer I saw for Skull and Bones looked like a gritty Pirates game. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I thought they canceled it after a while because I heard nothing about it. And then I heard it was coming out, and I got excited about it. Now it's delayed again. Okay, so not good for Ubisoft. Not looking good for that studio. Maybe Microsoft should acquire Ubisoft. I feel like their pocketbook is very deep. You know what I mean? That would be sweet. Microsoft gets Ubisoft. Okay, but who knows? I mean, they're still working on Call of Duty, and that's the biggest of them all. But anyway, regardless of that, Ubisoft's got to nail this Assassin's Creed. If they don't, that publisher's in trouble. They're in trouble, I think. Okay, to cancel 4 IPs, new IPs, and delay the Skull and Bones game, and considering the fact that the Mario game that came out didn't hit the numbers that they wanted, that's trouble. I know trouble when I see it, and that's not looking good. So I'm going to go back to what I say all along, okay? If you need more time, if the devs need more time with these games, just let us know, or let me know anyway. I don't mind. Give me another date and stick to it. That's all I ask as a consumer and a gamer, okay? If Ubisoft's known for bugs too, but if I get Skull and Bones on my system and it runs beautifully, I'm all about it, okay? But let us know. And Ubisoft, just like Xbox now, they need to nail this game to stay competitive, as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's get in one more game of Gears. Okay, let's end on a high note, and I'll talk about some things that I have going on with the channel, and we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get one more game in. Let's go elimination one more time. All right, listen, everybody. Thanks for checking out the stream tonight. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, leave some comments. I love talking to people. Ring that bell for Dad My Gaming. I really hope you found the stream informative tonight. I hope you found it entertaining. Thanks for sticking with me through the stream. Through my not so nice gameplay of Gears tonight. But you know what? I got an itch to play it the other day. I'm going to stick with it, get back to where I was with it, I think. But I do love this game too with Gears. This game is just a pillar of Xbox. I remember doing couch co-op Gears of War with my friend. Oh my god. We played the first one. I showed it to him. He got hooked. We played it all night long from beginning to end. What a night that was. I remember walking home at like 6 in the morning. Just, I couldn't even see, okay? But that's what kind of game this is. Wish I could get into this game, yeah. Dude, just make a move, dude. You got talk, just make a move. There you go. Do work, son. Get it. Don't let this end in a stalemate, my friend. You're doing work. Get it. There he is. Creep up on him. He don't see you. He don't see you. Oh, now he does. Oh, get there. Oh, duck it. There you go. Oh, my God. What a battle this is. What a battle. Dude, he's running. Oh, he's got a torso? No, he doesn't. He has that Ember sniper rifle thing. Dude, oh, my God. Oh, my God. We're lucky there.
You haven't failed yet.
There you go.
I expect you to finish them.
What a comeback. What a comeback there. Good for him. Crack the craft. Good for you, brother.
Thomas! Are you kidding me?
Oh, I remember this map now. I remember this.
You're not so tough.
Watch that torque bow. Oh, brother boy. I'm going for this guy. I'm going for him.
Smoke out!
What? Where'd he shoot that? Not even going to show me. Yeah, because that's bullshit right there. That's why. Whenever they don't show you how he got you, that's a bunch of crap.
Throwing smoke!
Throwing smoke. Oh, boy. Definitely this player. Look at this guy. Oh, boy. Totally didn't check my left. All right.
Help me!
Oh, I'm not done with you. Don't make me shoot you.
Really needed this. Retribution!
Come on, that's ridiculous. I'm like a football field away from him.
Retribution!
Look at this. Look how far I am up, please. Get out of here.
Needed this.
Oh, he got me. Got me. Oh, you out of lives already? All right, all right. Oh no, I'm in. Here we go. No match here.
Crawl all you want. It won't help.
Oh, I see it. Dang, that sucks. I didn't see that guy. Alright, come on, guys. Oh, what a shot that was. Here we go. Oh, get him.
Inferior species.
Ooh, that's rough.
This is a war of survival. The consequences of this loss will be severe.
No bueno. All right, let's get into what to expect on a channel. All right, let's just close this game down. All right, hey, listen, everybody. Hey, thanks for checking out the stream tonight. I really appreciate your time. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it entertaining. And thanks for your support. Drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, okay? I got new videos coming out every week, all right? Going to stream again on Wednesday, okay? I'm not sure what I'm going to do Wednesday. I'll probably do some more news. But let me know in the chat if you want to see a continuation of The Last of Us. I mean, I started playing part 1. I got about halfway through the game, and then other games came out. I kind of put it down. But I definitely plan on finishing it because I want to see the part 1 remake or remaster, whatever you want to call it, of The Last of Us. I definitely want to finish that rendition of it, the part 1 rendition. So let me know if you want to see that. But Wednesday, streaming again, 10 p.m. All right. Either going to do Last of Us or some more multiplayer. I'll probably jump into some Halo, I think, or either Halo or Call of Duty, something a little more, you know, a little faster paced. Okay. Along with some news. But that's on Wednesday. New video out on the channel tonight. I'm starting a new playlist, the Bango Bits playlist, whereas I'm kind of chopping down my streams and I'm going to put the news articles as videos. The news articles I talk about as videos. So if you ever want some, you know, quick gaming news, check out the Bango Bits playlist. Got another video coming out. I'm working on it right now. I finished God of War Ragnarok. Gonna talk about the end of the game, okay? Gonna be talking about how the characters' relationships kind of come together at the end of the game and what, you know, the future of the God of War franchise might hold based upon the ending to God of War Ragnarok. If you haven't played the game, I really suggest you play it. It's a fantastic experience. This is my game of the year for 2022, hands down. So I got the God of War ending video coming out, the Bango Bits playlist, streaming again Wednesday night, 10 p.m. I'm going to be doing some reaction videos to some Game Awards trailers. Just haven't got around to shooting them yet, but I'll get those, you know, produced and up on the channel. I like doing those reaction videos. Check out my Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order reaction. Really looking forward to that game. That's going to be another God of War level type game where I kind of sit down, I take my time with it, I digest everything the game has to offer because I love Star Wars, okay? The Force is strong in my family, so to speak. And I said this in the video, but I'll say it again right now. I love the prequel era. I mean, the original Star Wars movies are my favorite, but I happen to love the prequel era of Star Wars. I feel like it's the golden age of Star Wars, okay? In terms of like the Jedi and the Sith and what have you, okay? I love seeing the Jedi in full swing. Specifically the era, the sub-era within the prequel era is what I love the most, when the Jedi are on the run and Darth Vader is on the hunt. And that's what this game is all about, okay? So when Fallen Order came out, I was super giddy when that game came out. I'm like, wow, this game is going to blow me away just because of the time period it takes place in. And sure enough, it did. Cal Kestis is a great character. I can't wait to get my hands on that game. But check out that trailer reaction. I had a lot of fun making that. I'm going to do a few more trailer reactions. The Bango Bits playlist, streaming on Wednesdays. So the content is there, okay? This isn't Halo Infinite. This is Dadbod Gaming, okay? The content, is there. Like, subscribe, check out the channel. Gaming is a passion of mine. I've been doing it. I've been playing these games since I'm a little kid. I use this time to relax, to kind of unplug from the real world. I think a lot of people do the same. Thanks so much for checking out the stream. I'll see everybody again on Wednesday. Check out those videos. Like, subscribe. Thanks for your time. I'll catch you then. Peace.